have a presence here with me, so I'm just going to go directly into the channel. Welcome and greetings. We are here to congratulate you on the position you have reached within your journey. For each individual human that is receiving this transmission, as well as your planet as a whole. There have been many of you that have returned to this planet to correct and to transmute the energies of the past, for which we all hold a deep responsibility and a deep sadness at some of the events that occurred, whether it be from greed, hunger for power, hunger for control. These events did happen. Many were injured. Many died a physical death. Many were tortured. Abused. There have been many tragedies that have occurred over the history of this planet. We are here to work with those that have come to the realization of their purpose of being here to assist the planet, to assist mankind in evolving and moving through this energy, rather than continuing to be revolving within a loop that continues to spiral you back into the same or similar energies of the past, where you resort to violence to solve what you consider to be an issue. Those in power or in authority positions use their power to control many of you that are considered to be the pawns in this life. You are used to fight battles that may not even be yours. They may not be within your belief system of something that you consider worth fighting for. And yet lines are drawn, invisible lines of borders upon the land that continue to separate different societies, different cultures, different beliefs. Rather than coming together and celebrating your differences, you drift apart and criticize and judge your differences, creating an animosity within society, a disgruntled people that constantly and consistently complain about those that do not carry the same beliefs as they may carry. This is an uncomfortable subject to speak about, for there are many in positions of authority that have means that may not be comfortable, and in the past, those of you that did speak up and did work toward bringing a unity were punished for such behavior. This subject of standing up for yourself within your belief system is a difficult one for many of you within your past lives, perhaps within your current life, within the past, have been punished in very direct ways for speaking up for others, for speaking up for yourself, for perhaps speaking up for something that was not within the mainstream belief system, for bringing your inner wisdom forward. You have been pushed aside and physically. Spirit, I don't know if I can bring this message. We are in a great time of change where many are banding together now to form many groups that are realizing that what they have been taught throughout history is not the whole story. Although there are many parts of it that are true, and many of it at the root of it is of truth, there are also many missing pieces, as well as there are many interpretations of what has been written, as well as stories that have been told as they are handed down throughout the ages. And as we know within interpretations, there is always a personal belief that enters in as we interpret. There is a common thread that draws us into a belief system or perhaps a fear that may not be there otherwise. We have come here to speak of the violence that has ensued upon your planet. There are those that are so power hungry for control that they attack the weakest link in order to gain control. There are also those that are some of the stronger links that feel the need to step in the center with violence rather than with a solution. This has been the history upon this planet of destruction rather than creation. This must change in order for mankind to survive. This is not a threat. This is simply the truth of what we speak. We have seen this many times in other worlds. We have witnessed destruction. We have witnessed destruction within our own world. We have witnessed destruction of Gaia in the past. We have had periods where no life existed here while there was a review of how to change the manifestation of this world and move it into a higher state of frequency, a higher love, a place where we could learn and grow together, a place where many experiences are necessary in order to bring wisdom. There must be differences in order to realize the experience. If all is the same, there is there is no purpose in experience, for the experience would always be the same with the same outcome. You have come here to experience, to evolve, to change the outcome, to cleanse the earth, to change the energy, to change the form, to change the lightness, to bring the light back in, to bring the Garden of Eden effect that it was meant to be in the beginning of time. And this is not speaking from a religious perspective, as some may believe, but this is speaking from a perspective of the world that the breath of life was breathed into in the very beginning of time, where all was available to all without a lack of anything, for you have the ability to manifest your world. However, to manifest, you must take action towards it. And with that action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And that is that object moving towards you, of what you have drawn towards you or magnetized toward you. We move somewhat off subject, as we have come here today to speak of the violence that is within the world and the fear of that violence being brought to your doorstep on a personal level. However, if no one stands up for their truth, for their belief, in the name of love, this pattern will continue to repeat itself over and over again. And those in authority will continue to use violence to instill fear within all those that live here. There is a new energy upon the planet at this time, but that with that new energy, you must foster it, you must feed it, you must be willing to allow it to grow. Just as a seedling requires attention, just as a baby requires attention, so does this new energy require attention. Being aware of how you are living, being aware of the intention that you are setting daily, being aware of your expectations in life, your manifestations, being aware not only of your own energy, but of the energy that is surrounding you. What are you surrounding yourself with? That is what you will become, for that is coming to you. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with success. Surround yourself with all of those things that bring you joy. And that is what will be magnetized towards you. This does not mean that you will never experience other energies that are not so much in the highest frequency of love, because of course there are others that are having other experiences as they are on their ascension path as well. And there are times when you are going to be a part of that as you are a part of this world. However, that does not mean that you dwell within that energy. It simply means that you pass through it. And as you pass through it, you may pass through it in the frequency that you are living and bring more light into that situation. In that, you will create a higher form of energy, a lighter form of energy, in which those darker energies may then be transmuted into a state of love. You may have a desire to simply walk, and as you do this, you may notice that things around you look different. They may change. You may not recognize where you are in the moment. This is due to the shifting of the timelines, the shifting of the energies as you move toward the new energy that has been created, that has been moved into. But as with anything, it is unstable at this time, and therefore you will find that you will move back and forth rather than simply sitting within one energy at all times. And this will be the case throughout your life, and you may have found this throughout your life, that you will move back and forth. And of course, this has to do with the people that are around you, the situations that are around you. It has to do with what you are feeding your body with. Are you watching violence? Are you on social media? Are you playing into the news? Are you feeding yourself with love, or are you feeding yourself with fear? What is your food? What are you taking in every day? Everything is energy, and what we put in our body is what we are made up of. So be aware of what it is that you are bringing in. It is not just the food that you are eating. It is not just the water that you are drinking. It is everything that you are taking in through your energetic body, because you are an energetic being. So simply being aware of this, allowing yourself to sit in a room where you are playing music that is uplifting, calming, peaceful, playing mantras that can lift your frequency into higher consciousness, sitting in the silence and connecting with your own heart energy. All of these things are ways for you to feed your soul. And when you feed your soul with a pure energy, that is what you begin to create within your world. For what exists within you is what is created outside of you and what you will draw toward you. We hope this message is received in the way that it is intended. And for those that have received this transmission, we thank you for the honor of allowing us to bring this to you today. Thank you. That was actually Isis that stepped in, which is really fascinating to me because I had Isis come in to me this morning. She brought initiation to me for the Divine Feminine. So it's really fascinating that she would come in with a channel today as well for me. So I did have a little bit of difficulty with the channeling simply because of sometimes the energy is hard for me to talk about if there's a little bit of fear that wants to creep in because, hey, I'm human too. We all are. We all have that. We all have that fear. We all step back at times and then we step forward again. And it is simply being in an awareness is what we are being asked to do, is to sit in an awareness of where we are. Be aware of what is in our mind and what is in our heart and what is in our body. What are we feeding ourselves with? That is so important at this time. Feed yourself with love, and that is what you will give. I thank you all for joining me here today. I am so grateful for each and every one of you that are supporting me on this journey, supporting my channels, supporting my journey. I support yours, for you are me and I am you, and we are all one. We are all here, simply moving through back into the light. So thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your service, and the divine thanks you. I'm just going to do a quick little light code for you all, and then I will sign off until next time. If you wish to receive, simply say that you wish to receive, and if you don't, that's okay too. It's all good. I don't have any issue with that. Whoever wants to receive can simply receive. So let's begin by taking in a deep breath, putting your hand on your heart, and let's just see what wants to come through for codes. Ishna Kishkara Aratika Arena Araska Arikata Ishkarainash Karamashkrita Abrikra Aruna Shkatai Ashkaratamashkritati Aana Awa Anikachkara Ish Arati Arati Arana Karai Inaraya Anaya Ishkaranai Ishnashkarata Ishkoraski Aranai Araya Anaraya Raya Ai Mai Inashkarai Ishkarashkai Araka Amaharaka Oshkaratatai Mai Arai Nikata Aramai Onash Arana Awa Anikata Awakanikata Arani Ashkora Skitai Arani Anama Ananikatai Arakata Arata Nash Kush Ooh. Whoo! Turu, turu, tu, ooh, 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 ooh. Shish karaskai, shish karaskai, aratai, nash karata, tarata, amikratai, nash karata, karata, aratu. Ishnalakata, Ishnalakata, Arata, Ishnakata, Ishnakata, Aratai, Aratai, Inakata, Arana, 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 Awakata, Awakata, Nishkatai, 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 Alikata, 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 Nashmana, Nashmana, Alikatai. Thank you for joining me. Till next time, please remember to always let love be your guide.